But yeah, porn is awesome. So Ronnie3613 says on the Why I Give Girls the Ick video, bro, I'll be honest, I found your most recent video and I just fell down a rabbit hole of your content and I found myself seeing similarities in you. Whether you're a future version of me or like an alternate version of me and how I could have been, after looking through your social medias that I can find, I think you have more going for yourself than you realize. You're a nice looking dude, average at worst, likely above average. Whoa, you're a creative spirit. People are drawn to that, and that's something you could connect with a girl on. You have a personality. You're not boring, which is such a big part of socializing. Just based on things that I deal with, I think you're in your own head and in your own way. If you could find a way to be as vulnerable and unwavering in your persona here with us in real life, you would attract more women. Be goofy. Sure, you can tone it down a bit. No. Goofy is maybe just being funny with a lack of focus, while funny is goofy, but more precise. I like that last part, though. And I would actually say that's probably kind of accurate, you know, because I really don't be giving a fuck. But, you know, me and my friend, we were talking about this, you know, and this is a real moment. We gotta be real here. We were talking about this. We were talking about the traumas of going through school. And, you know, I was talking about this earlier a bit. But when we started talking about girls, you know, I was telling him about how when I was in school, I felt like such an outsider. I felt so disgusting to girls in particular, you know. Like I was coming into my own as far as liking myself and being myself. Like I had a certain, like, don't get me wrong, like I wasn't just like completely self-hating or something like that, you know. But when it came to girls in particular, I really just felt like crap. I felt like shit. Like every girl would just see me as a piece of shit. Like I really felt that way. And you know, as guys, you know, a lot of us who have these different issues with girls, lack of confidence, virginity, being perpetual singledom and all that, like a lot of us hit that point or have those feelings, right? And there are different paths you can take when you're in that position, right? That position of feeling and believing that girls don't like you. And I think you can be like, girls don't like me and give up, right? That's the incel path. You can be like, girls don't like me, but then you want a girlfriend so bad that you will move mountains, right, to make yourself into somebody worthy of a girlfriend or to do what it takes. Like you will challenge those limiting belief systems. My situation was so different from that because I hit that point of like, really, girls perceive me as a turd. Like I'm not exaggerating. Like that's how I felt. But at the same time, I was also realizing that sex and relationships were very problematic. I was seeing like those major big celebrity divorces where the guy loses millions, hundreds of millions of dollars. I was seeing men being put on child support. I saw my mom's relationship, and my mom would always tell me, you know, if I could turn back the clock, I would never have kids. I would never have a relationship, all that. And so I was starting to believe that I would be better off as a virgin, as staying single. I was not coping. This is what I believe. And I know this to be true now. And I said it before, and I stand on that. Embracing my being single, embracing my virginity was one of the best decisions I ever made. I don't regret it whatsoever. I'm confident. If I didn't, I would have fucked up. Right? So don't get it twisted. It was one of the best. But the thing is, like I said, I was at that point, that crossroads of girls don't like me. But instead of confronting that belief system, or whether it meant changing myself or pursuing girls, I took myself out the game. And I found happiness my own way. I learned the truth that I can be happy single. I can be happy sexless. Like this is just the reality of my existence, right? I have no reason to lie to you. You guys know how you see me. You know what it is. And I was talking about this with my friend, and he was kind of telling me that, man, you got to stop thinking like that. You got to stop thinking girls don't like you. But the thing is, in a way, that those limiting beliefs protected me. They protected me from pursuing women and making mistakes. And like whatever it might have been, a toxic relationship, an unwanted pregnancy, drama, like the crazy shit that I see him going through, or people in my family going through. Like it's crazy, but it protected me. But most importantly, it was the realization of that I can be happy without it. But the wildest thing about my situation was just how linked the trauma and that belief system was with me successfully being able to hold on to my virginity for all these years, right? Because no matter, like to this day, it's so crazy because I'm such an optimistic person. Like my self-talk is so positive, but my consciousness is like with girls, it's still like, she don't like you, bro. Get that shit out of your head. Like it's like I really trained myself to never believe that a girl that I like, now gorillas, I told you, gorilla orc hoes, but girls that I like, any girl that I would like me back. It's so ingrained into my mind. Like I literally trained that shit into my brain. And that's because I never confronted that trauma. I never, whatever it was, my experiences in high school that made me feel that way, I never had to. I never had to, because I took the path of, I'm going to take myself out the game. Basically, I said, look, girls don't like me, fuck them. Girls don't like me, fuck them. Right? And it worked. It worked. That's the madness of it. It worked. But just like you said, and I think even I have to be real with myself, and I hate to say it. And the reason why I hate to say it is because what if I'm wrong? But me thinking, what if I'm wrong? That's the training. That's like, I'm literally like, okay, I want to say I get your point. I'm in my own head. I'm really not that bad of a guy. But then it goes against all that shit I've been telling myself for years. All that shit that I've been just beating into my head, right? And so I know what you guys are saying. Like, I get it, bro. But it's just like believe me when I say this, dude. And this is just the truth. Like, it don't matter, bro. Like, it should, but it don't. My life, my existence, my destiny on this planet, bro. Like, I'm so fucking happy. I'm so fucking good. Like, I'm not lying, bro. Like, I'm so appreciative of my life. I could give a fuck if I ever have sex, bro. So maybe I overdid it. Maybe I programmed and trained myself to think more negatively of myself when it comes to girls than I really needed to. But the fact is, it don't matter. It really, if anything, it benefited me. It protected me. Now, do I need that protection anymore? I don't know. But I just know this is just like, when you guys tell me shit like that, I know you mean well, because you just want to see somebody that you like, have some success with women. All these fuck niggas out here getting bad bitches and shit. Why can't he have a bit? Why, like, he ain't complaining, he ain't crying, he not putting women, he not, right? Why can't he? I get it, bro. But you gotta understand, bro. It's like, I really crossed that line, bro. Like, into, I just don't give a fuck, bro. Like, I would love to have it, but when you don't need it, how can you play that game, bro? How can you play that game? Cold approach, dating, ew, I don't like it. Ooh, he got an iPhone. I mean, he got an Android. Ooh, look at his hair. Ooh, he took me to Starbucks. Ooh, he didn't take me to. How can you? That's why I can't. Like, I see what you're saying, but that's why I can't do it, because it's that fucking. I hate that fucking game. I hate it so much that I'm like, fuck the trauma. If you want to believe that girls don't like you, fuck it, nigga. Let me throw some more shit on that. But again, man, like I appreciate that shit so much because you, my friend, other guys, other fans have told me the same shit, and I appreciate it so much because you guys recognize my good qualities, right? And you feel like, yeah, I should have those experiences, but I'm not who I am if I gave a fuck. And that's what you guys got to get. Like, I'm not me if I give a fuck about getting pussy, if I give a fuck about having I'm not Chad Marco. Like, I really did that shit, but this is what it looks like. That's the problem. When you really find happiness away from sex, away from relationships, how can you justify playing that game? How can you find the motivation to deal with that bullshit, to take those risks? It's like, if you're a fucking millionaire, how the hell you gonna get yourself up to work at McDonald's? That's how I feel. You want me to go out and talk to what, dozens or hundreds of girls, get rejected, take them out on date and deal with they don't like this. I gotta right? And I can't. The only way it'll ever happen is if a girl just fall in. I'm just being real. The only way it would have to be fucking destiny brought us together, right? The stars aligned. It's the only way. It would have to be like just that fucking easy, or even like an Iris situation, right? Where I was able to interact with somebody through like organically or naturally, right? And just shoot a quick shot like that. But even then, I did that with the expectation of getting rejected and got rejected, right? So then that, right, refuels the idea that I'm shit, right? But again, that's a whole another thing. But yeah, man, that's basically what it is. So again, I just want to say I really appreciate that shit though. When guys tell me this, I appreciate it so much because I just know that it's come from a good place. You guys, you fuck with me like that, where it's like, man, this nigga should be getting bitches, right? But again, I'm not me if I give a fuck, and I don't give a fuck. I'll be alright. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I will see you on the next. So, Johnny.